A heart without a soul cannot beat. A heart that cannot beat turns to ice. The ice hides what once was, until the soul comes calling again to awaken what lies beneath the frost.
We came to Nilbud. Then we had to get in a line to go fill out visas. Apparently a lot of people are being turned away from the city. We ended up getting the visas. We stood in line. It was a jolly old time. Did anything else happen?
Yes. You got in. You brought Binglock and Bonglick, your goblin companions, to where they wanted to be to set up their little shop.
Wyatt was shot in the foot. Can't forget about that.
I don't remember that happening, so
I also don't remember that happening.
There's been a crossbow bolt sticking out of Wyatt's foot for the past half hour because we just refuse to acknowledge that he's got shot in the foot.
There's gonna be a crossbow bolt sticking out of your fucking head in like T-minus 10 minutes.
I love wish.
Anyways, the other thing of note is that after filling out all of your immigration paperwork and getting to the city gates, you were told that the governor wants to see you.
Oh, yes, the governor.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
That was a next day thing we were planning, right?
Yeah, then we went to the place.
Yes, you're in the
Travelers Inn.
Yes, the Travelers' Tales. The inn, which is there's doors to this inn throughout the entire city, and they're just doorways that you go in, and it's there. So that is where you've parked the snowmobile for now. That's where you're currently sleeping, and I believe that was all.
Believe so, yeah.
As you all wake up the next morning, you've all awakened bright and early, just past 7 a.m. As you can tell by the clocks in the sort of common sleeping area that you're in.
Well, I guess we get breakfast and then go to the governor.
What do?
Sure does smell like shit around here.
Fuck you too, says the guy in the bed next to yours.
I'm gonna see if I can find my party, make sure everybody's awake, so that we can get breakfast and go to the governor.
You find your party members scattered around, including Hetrick, of course.
Oh, of course.
Thub is still in bed. He has the covers pulled over his head so that the light wouldn't wake him up.
There is no
Bastion
light.
is going to drag the Dracusin out of bed.
No! 5 more minutes, please!
No.
Bastion make an athletics
check.
check.
The entire journey. Actually.
5 more minutes!
I'm pretty sure it's his hibernation cycle. Let's not disturb it. He might wake up.
Can I do a nature check to see if Dracusin have a hibernation cycle?
Sure.
I would also like to know that.
We'll find out.
Jacob,
if,
do you use an iPhone?
Roll.
I have a Samsung.
Oh!
That is a natural one.
Okay, so Bastion.
If there's anything that I would want you to get a nat 1 on, to be fair, it would probably be this.
So Bastion, as you hear Wyatt bring up hibernation cycles, you're like, huh, yeah, that actually sounds about right. That checks out. These guys are kind of weird. I don't know much about them, so yeah, that
because
checks
they're reptiles.
I
Jacob?
don't care if they're hibernating or not. We need them to go to the governor. So if we have to pull their sleeping body to the governor, we have to pull their sleeping body to the governor.
Do I have to wake him up?
Kobe, what the fuck?
I don't know if you heard, that was the same thing.
I heard that.
Alright, there you go. Just had to trigger you. Alright, back to the
Cannot
episode.
stand you people. Anyways, so Thub, you are dragged, kicking and screaming out of your bed. Morgrim, you wake up to this commotion of Thub getting dragged and thunking on the floor.
He looks, and then it just keeps on going.
Fair enough.
They're hibernating.
All right. And I believe I mentioned when you guys got in here that, or the spectral hands who let you in mentioned that breakfast is complimentary. So.
Yes.
And we go eat breakfast, I guess.
Yeah, there's
I could use some shit on a shingle.
There's a pretty expansive menu. Shit on a shingle is actually not on there.
What? Oh!
But they do have quite a few other fancy things. Lots of egg-based dishes, actually. Like, you didn't know there were that many ways to cook an egg. But, you know, here you are. Quiches, scrambles, whole, like, fantasy things that I just can't make up off the top of my head right now because I just woke up, like, 20 minutes ago. Yeah, you get yourselves some nice brekkie. As Jacob takes a very loud swig of his chocolate milk. Thank you, Jacob. Very cool.
I like that he took a louder sip in response.
Yeah, classic Jacob Perez. So, yeah. You go through that. It's very good, just as your dinner was the previous night. Though Bastion, of course, you're still not a fan of anything that's not that braised beef.
Of course.
And Colby's character, you're not entirely sure if you've ever had anything that quite tasted like this.
Have you forgotten my name so soon?
I haven't forgotten your name, but you have.
It's Thicket. Oh, right. I have forgotten my name.
Yep.
Yes, you have.
Wait.
What?
It's one of his things, yeah?
Oh.
Yeah, when I died.
No, it's from your fucking
When you
essence
died.
stone.
I thought that
did you
triggered on
die?
death.
No, that
When did
triggers
you
on
die?
waking up.
I missed a lot.
Oh,
What happened
right.
last
You never
week?
died.
That
What?
wasn't
You
mentioned in the
never
recap.
died. You never died.
guys, it happened.
Wrong
It
campaign.
happened when we nuked that last city we were at.
Oh my
That's
God.
true. No survivor.
Jacob is correct.
You missed
That's
a lot,
the wrong
Rachel.
campaign.
You are so painful. Yeah, whenever you wake up, you forget your name.
This food is simply incredible. Tell me, what's this called?
What is it?
It's a
Hi,
quiche.
what is it?
That's a quiche.
What's it made of?
Eggs, pie crusts, vegetables and such. There probably is some cheese in there.
I do love
This
all
one I
those
used to
things.
like quiche.
Pretty good.
Yeah,
I've
I'd
got to
say, Colby's character, this is the first time that you're having pie crust. You've never had pie before.
Now, mind you, that word you used there, pie.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
It's like a pastry. There's a pastry shell, and then people put fruits or...
I'm gonna stop you there. What's a pastry?
It's a baked good. Sweet.
Okay.
Generally. Though you can do savory. Like that quiche.
Mhm.
I look at the chef, who we've propped up at the table, hoping that they might intercede.
Thub, do you intercede? I'll take that as a no.
Well, I need more pie. Dragon man? Dragon person? Whatever you are? I think you're a dragon.
Do you remember my
Oh.
name?
Of course I do. I'm not talking to you, though.
What's my name?
You remember everyone else's
Yeah,
names.
my name's Fub.
Yeah, what's his name?
Yeah, my name's Fub, by the way.
Yes, and I'm
see,
Wyatt.
I know your name.
Yeah.
The Dracusin is hibernating. I don't know when they're gonna be able to cook again.
Yes, and I'm Wyatt. I say fuck a lot.
I'm gonna roll a medicine check. I'm gonna roll a medicine check. Is this normal? Is he dying right now?
He's having a
What
stroke.
is happening?
I don't really understand what's
I'm
happening.
trying to because Fickett is acting weird as he's forgotten something really important. And Wyatt's gonna make a medicine check to see if he can diagnose
No,
why.
he forgets his name when he wakes up, right? That's a thing
Yes.
we know?
Yeah,
Do we
you're
know?
aware of this.
Yeah, but do we know what causes it?
Yes, his weavestone.
Okay. Can we
Alright,
can we remove that weavestone? Like, what benefit does it confer right now?
Well, let's see.
Hey,
I'm trying to remember
Fickett.
which one this is.
Hi.
You, tall
What?
person. What benefit does that weavestone confer you?
Well, consulting me databanks. I actually
You
don't
don't.
know what that word is. I just heard, I heard it. I heard someone talking about databanks or something or other earlier. Anyways,
You don't know.
Let's see.
You haven't found the positive effect yet.
Oh.
I haven't the slightest idea.
You want to make a deal? I gotta make a deal with you.
All right. You should know.
How
I'm a
about
coward.
how about we take away the stone that eats your memories?
Doesn't eat his memories.
Hi, I'm doing fine. Look,
I hope you realize I am using flowerful language to convey the fact that this is not a positive thing.
Your name's Thicket. There, you know everything you need to know.
all right. Now that I know you're yanking me chain
No, it's actually Fickett.
like a bush,
Yeah.
Like a bramble.
like the things you find cranberries on.
Yeah. and your buddy's name is Cranberry. He knows Cranberry's name, right?
Yes.
See?
So do he's me buddy cranberry.
Yeah. So Thicket and Cranberry, they go together like peanut butter and jelly.
You had a real opportunity
peanut
there
butter?
to say eggs and pie crust.
I did, and then I was like, I don't know what to say, so I went back. It's fine.
Anyways, fine. For the sake of this quiche, let's say my name is Thicket. All right, you win.
All right, we'll have the conversation again tomorrow morning.
Lovely.
Wait,
See you there.
Fickett, real quick. Can you write all of this down so we can just show this to you every
Brother.
morning as like a briefing?
He can't
Brother.
read.
Brother.
There's a thing called Browley, okay?
Rally!
What?
Rally!
Yeah, it's a thing
Oh.
called Browley.
That's me uncle's
Because
name.
Braille is American. Braille's American. We're not in America.
I
Braille,
wish you
Browley.
could see the look on my face right now.
Hey, I'm trying
It's
to insert like a fantasy Braille into Cam's world right now.
Actually,
Oh, fuck
I-
fantasy
Jesus, just
Braille?
call it Braille!
Oh,
Just call it Braille!
there's actually an item that I found earlier that's called a reading ring, and if it attunes to the person, then it would make written words readable through Braille.
Mhm.
So technically, we could get Thicket a reading ring,
Oh,
and then
wait.
he would be able to read. But
It's yeah, sorry.
Nonsense.
It's
He
named
can't
after the
write
guy
or
named...
read at the current junction. He's blind.
Yeah. Guys, it's named after a guy. Braille's named after a human being.
I'm sure it is.
And
Anyways.
you've just besmirched that man's name.
Yes.
Anyways. Is somebody writing this? Well, I would say write this down to show ticket, but yeah, no. Under no circumstance would that actually help. All right. Are y'all done here?
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
Okay.
Come on. Let's fucking go to the governor's place and do the thing.
What the fuck even was the past 10 minutes?
Great question.
We're warming up the RP muscles. That's what we're doing.
Yes.
Now I'm eating this quiche.
And all right, so as you start heading, your little group, the Keepers of the Soul, as Rachel, you weren't here for that, but the party is now named the Keepers of the Soul.
Oh.
Or at least that's what it says on your immigration paperwork.
We needed a name for the immigration paperwork.
So y'all head out the same door from which you came, yeah, it brings you back out to the stair, that alleyway that you were at before.
All
You're
right.
now back in the hustle and bustle of Nilbud. But it's really properly hustling and bustling now that it's morning.
Right.
Ooh.
We know generally which direction the mansion is, right? And it's pretty fucking big, so it's hard to miss.
Yeah, you can just sort of see it.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can just see these walls rising above pretty much every other building here. So.
Well. All right, chaps, let's go.
All right. The five of you, including Hetrick, start on your way. As Hetrick is a member of the Keepers of the Soul, according to your immigration paperwork.
And also according to our hearts.
Should-
mhm.
Yeah.
So, as you're all heading through, you pass by the very large temple, which you believe to be a pantheite temple, judging by the icons of what you believe to be the pantheites above the massive double doors. And you follow the road until you reach the large stone walls of the governor's manor. And the manor itself appears to be entirely of wooden construction. Actually looks to be sort of a reddish orange wood, which none of you have seen around here before. Thub, make a nature check.
Nature check, you say?
Yes, please.
Oh boy, I can't wait to make this nature check. What do I find where my dice are? Where are my dice? The fuck? Where are my dice? Wait, actually, what the fuck? Oh, they fell. They fell behind my desk.
Always a process with you.
A worthwhile one.
Debatable.
You said nature check, yes?
Yes.
Debatable. That is a 23.
23. You would recognize these as trees for token from your homeland.
Oh, these are trees from Fortoken, my homeland.
Must have been expensive to ship them here.
Cool.
Aye.
I'm sure it would be very expensive to ship them here. I don't have the figures on me right now.
Just making conversation.
Now, can I smell these trees? Like, do
Well,
they give
they're
off
not
any
trees.
aroma?
It's the wood of the house itself. There aren't actual
I
trees.
see.
Sorry, I
I see,
misspoke.
gotcha.
I misspoke. What you can smell is the city itself, which doesn't smell great. It's, thinking I've got to say you're probably not too much of a fan. You can smell every single, basically every single person you think around here. You can hear all of them clopping along the stone paths that make up the streets. And you hear voices, you hear doors. It's very overwhelming.
You know, every second that we're in here, I'm reminded of, how much I prefer being outside.
Well, mate, you are technically outside.
Hi, technically. But technicalities don't stop the smell.
What do you mean
That is
technically?
very
We're
true.
not. We are outside.
So you reach the gates to the governor's manor, and as you do, there's an elven guard waiting for you. Hello there. What can I do for you?
We were told that we had to report to the governor.
I see. He pulls out a little list. What is your group name?
Keepers of the Soul?
Keepers of the Soul. Ah, yes. He takes out a little pencil and crosses something off on the list. All right this way, please. And he opens up the gates for you, leads you inside, and another guard takes his place. And yeah, as you sort of enter this walled, basically complex, there actually does appear to be a set of greenhouses within the walls here. Not entirely dissimilar to the ones you saw up in Gallanid, but much smaller. And looking through the glass, it looks like flowers are the only thing being grown in there, at least at a glance. And you're brought through into this absolutely gargantuan. This manor is like 5 stories tall. It's huge. And you're brought inside through the double doors at the entrance. And the guard starts bringing you through the foyer, absolutely luxuriously decorated on the inside. And yeah, there's just carpet. Everything is gilded. It's a true display of wealth. You are led up a set of stairs, followed by another set of stairs, followed by another set of stairs, all the way up to the 5th floor of the building. And you were led.
Is Thub walking on their own power, or do we have to drag them up the stairs?
Thub is somersaulting along the floor.
Wow.
Yeah, like a roly-poly.
Yeah, Thub is somersaulting up the stairs. So
Metroid.
Yeah. You are brought then to this hallway, this long hallway, which the guard then begins to lead you down. And as you start going down this hallway towards the door at the end, you can see that the hallway has artwork just sort of painted along the walls, murals, which at a glance seem to sort of tell the story of the Cloud Veils, how they were pushed out of Vafamel, went to the City of Ships, and left for here when they couldn't find their place. As you get to the door, you can see the final images are depicting the Cloudveil family crest sort of just superimposed over the entirety of Sulter. As you reach this door, the guard knocks 3 times. Keepers of the Soul are here to see you, ma'am. And after a moment, turns the handle, opens the door, and allows you in. And that is where you see...
We were going to leave tonight's session.
You see...
All right, nice seeing you all next week.
A fairly sizable office before you. Once again, everything gilded, everything carpeted, everything clearly imported. But everything in this room specifically, like the rest of the house was, just decorated as is. This office is specifically decorated in the Cloudvale colors of blue and purple. That you've sort of noticed a lot of the higher ups tend to like wearing. And behind a desk in the center of the room, you see an older looking woman. Definitely late middle-aged at the very least. Writing in a book with a quill. And as she looks up at you, you see a pair of very wise brown eyes. She waves at the guard, and he nods, exits the room, and closes the door behind him. So the 6 of you are the keepers of the soul.
Yes. Hello.
Yeah. I'm Elizabeth Cloudvale, the governor of this territory. I believe, if my sources are correct, you're the last ones who saw my sons alive.
Oh no.
Is this true?
Yes, ma'am.
Sure is.
Oh, I think it's going a lot more cheery than I was gonna. Okay.
She nods.
Well then, I suppose I have to thank you. You've done me a good service with this.
As someone
Now-
without a poker face, I don't know if Bastion Parker has a poker face. And I can just feel my face having a lot of reactions to this.
Thub is audibly snickering. He has not come out of his roly-poly form, by the way. So he's just like hunched, like scrunched over, and you can just hear him like snickering from inside of his little ball.
You are not curled into a fucking ball right now.
Yes, I am.
No,
He's
I
a hoop
refuse.
snake.
I want to
Oh my
be.
god, not a hoop snake.
Let me be a circle.
No.
Let me be a circle. Oh my god.
Quote of the fucking century. Okay, so yeah, you all have your individual reactions to that. And the woman just sort of looks across all of you.
You know, my sons were flawed people. You know, I've got to admit, I loved them dearly, both of them, despite their flaws. Unfortunately, Samuel was more flawed than could really be handled. And, while Gilbert was a decent enough mayor, he could have been better. So, you've given me an opportunity. You've taken out my zealotous son before I could. And you've given Galna an opportunity to have a stronger leader. Good work. Tell me about yourselves. What's your story? What's your deal? What brings you to my city?
You ever
What
heard of
brings you to my
Crucial?
land? Crucial? Let me think. Wasn't that place that we built Youngwell on top of? I think it
Aye.
was. Yeah,
That's the
what about
place. Happens to be my home.
it? I see. Not anymore, it's not.
No, it's not.
Follow-up question. Have you ever heard of New Jersey?
I'm
We've
going.
already decided that Michigan exists
kill
in this
you.
world. We can't add New Jersey. No more states.
I'm kicking Jacob from the group. Thub
Muzzle
does
him.
not ask that question.
Right, well. Used to be my home. 20-year or so gap, I don't even remember how long at this point. And then I woke up with a magical artifact in my chest. And by the way, hold on. Why are you asking us why we're here? You called us in
Hold
to
on.
your manor.
Pause. What do you mean you woke up with the magical artifact in your chest?
Alright, we skipped a few steps there. I woke up, then I got the magical artifact stuck in me chest.
He did wake up one day with it in his chest. Just not
That is
the same
true.
day.
I did. I woke up this morning, nary a clue of who I am.
You knew who you were, you just didn't know your name.
I potato.
No, I'm just
Look.
gonna stop you there. With this magical artifact, are you referring to the essence stone currently embedded in your chest, or are you referring to the crystal and elemental structure that's embedded in your chest?
Yes.
Yeah, a little bit of both, honestly. The big crystal, the blue one. That is
Don't.
right.
No,
Alright.
don't. Why don't you explain?
He's
You're in
explained
safe
enough.
hands. He's in safe
I
hands.
feel like I've explained a bit too much.
You
I'm
don't
gonna-
fucking
I'm gonna-
say, hey, shut the fuck up, alright?
Okay. This is
Mr. Hyena
going
Barrel,
poorly.
Mr. Hyena Barrel, be lucky that I've not turned you over to your people.
Hey,
You are
look, I know how this
excommunicate.
game's played. I know how this game's played.
Do you?
Don't
Because
play
if you
coy
did,
with me.
I'm not playing coy. I'm telling you the truth. Let the man explain to me what I have asked him to explain. We will have a separate conversation later.
Wyatt tries to give Fickett the look of don't just be quiet, don't do it. And as he gives him the look, Wyatt has a realization the man's blind.
The constant realization of, oh shit, this guy's blind.
Bastion is gonna lay a hand on Thickett's shoulder, which is very high up in the air from where she is. Just tell her the truth.
Shit.
I mean, what do we have to lose at this point? You know, let's cut all the pretenses. We're here for info on this.
I see. Well, I don't know exactly if you're gonna find a whole lot of info here. I can't say I've seen anything like that. But if you are looking to do some research, the Weaver's Emporium over by the temple is pretty good. They've got a good amount of resources for research. And a good team that can probably help you out a good bit.
We appreciate that. We're just passing through. I don't remember what that fucking bird thing's name is.
The Cuddy Run.
Cuddy Rin.
Kate Ren.
We're on our way to go fight a cuddy run.
I see. Tell me about that.
Well, as my esteemed colleague is the... what word do we want to use? Vessel of the stone. We're all obligated to prove that we are worthy of protecting the stone as the non-ton would. So we have to kill the Cuddy Wren to prove our worth.
Let's see.
She stands up from behind the desk, walks around to the front.
God damn, she's a lot shorter than I thought.
She is very short. She's actually shorter than Wyatt.
Wow.
And
that's a very low bar to clear.
she walks around to the front.
Now, this stone, what does it do?
Oh, what does it do indeed? It's a very good question. Something to do with natural nature, souls. It has to do with souls, and we're not entirely sure what.
Mm-hmm. I see. And you said you just woke up with it one day.
Yeah, I skipped a few steps there. It oh jeez, we found this in the cave, didn't we? In back in Yugwo. Oh.
Yes.
I see.
And then one thing led to another, and it found itself embedded in me chest.
I see.
Out of character, I love describing the series of events as one thing led to another and it found itself in my chest, as if he didn't very consciously decide to embed it in Cranberry, who lives in his chest.
This is true. So she sort of looks thick up and down.
All right then. And this Cuddy Wren you're going to fight. This is a creature, I'm assuming.
It's a bird of mythical status, or so I'm told.
I see. I see. Alright. So... where is this bird?
It's in the forest, right? There's a forest nearby. A couple days from here.
Hollowwood?
That's the one.
Hey.
I would hope so. It's the only forest here. And if there was another, then I would imagine the Nantan would have told us about it at some point when we were making a contract. Alright. Alright.
She looks at you, Bastion.
I feel like I can see all the story I need out of your eyes. I have no questions for you.
She turns to Morgrim.
Morgrim is just drinking in the background.
You were not born this way, were you?
Nope.
Interesting. Well, while you're going to research the stone in your friend's chest, why don't you take a look at your own condition? Might be a solution there. I judge by you. I know many things. I don't know anything specifically about this. I just know that I'm...
She puts a hand on your shoulder.
I'm very inclined to help my friends. If you understand. I can tell by your drinking that you don't want to be this way. So, why don't you do some research on it while you have your resources at hand here in town?
Can I sense motive?
Sure, pick a d20. 1 through 14.
2.
2. Alright. Okay. So, Elizabeth is a very practiced speaker.
Mm-hmm.
You can barely get a bead on much of anything. However, it seems that she's not trying to hide, that she is very much not doing this out of the kindness of her heart.
Yeah.
Like, she definitely has some ulterior motives from this whole conversation. But you can't tell what they are.
That's what I thought. But
She turns to Thub.
I feel like I've seen your face before.
I mean, I don't know.
Fab Ug Iman, correct?
How do you know this?
It was on your immigration
We
paperwork.
filled out immigration paperwork.
Oh, I forgot I did that. I thought he was a stalker.
All right. Okay.
Sure thing, bud.
It's one of those episodes.
She just sort of raises an
What
eyebrow.
episode?
Oh my god.
He has these episodes sometimes.
What episode?
I can tell.
They're meant to be hibernating.
Elizabeth
Please relax. It's not like this is episode 27 of Solar Frost campaign for Life and Dice Jail.
My fucking god, I hate you. Elizabeth raises.
Love getting meta with it.
Elizabeth raises an eyebrow.
Alright, well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, Mr. Ug Iman, you've been seen around with one Villanor Tronalta, haven't you?
With a Villanor who now?
Thub, you would. That's Bill. That's your friend Bill.
I
who you
know,
came
I'm
here
playing
with.
dumb.
Yeah, just reminding you.
I see. We're playing that game. You've given me everything I need to know. Alright.
This guy's a fucking riot.
She looks at Hetrick.
No offense, but I'm not interested in you.
Hetrick just sort of, his shoulders deflate. Hey, that's fair.
The five of you may leave. You stay.
She points at Wyatt.
Ah, fuck.
We have things to talk about. Private
I'm on show on the
business.
way out. Good luck, buddy.
Yep.
So, do you all leave?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, is there a door that we're closing behind us?
The guard is closing the door behind you.
I see.
I look at Wyatt first.
Wyatt, what does Morgrim see?
There's an unease to him, as well as a small sense of incoming betrayal. You leave him here? Very well.
Alright. As the door is shut behind you.
Oh, Morgan didn't leave.
Oh, Morgrim didn't leave.
She was just looking at Wyatt.
Oh, Wyatt.
Miss Sundercrest, if you'll please take your leave. We have things to discuss.
What
Take my leave
terrible
when he asked me to.
things? What terrible things do you have that these people cannot know? What awful things, I wonder.
A smile curls on her lips.
More than you could ever comprehend. And yet we
Great.
have family business to discuss, cousin. So, please,
She looks at Morgrim again.
take your
I
leave.
leave when he asked me to.
She looks
Yeah.
at Wyatt.
Alright.
Go. It's better if you don't know. I shoo her away. I'm like, shoot, like to a child.
Just
Do I need
gives
to piss you off?
a blank stare, and then she'll walk off and drink some more.
All right, Morgrim, as you exit the room, the guard closes the door behind you, and you hear the click of a lock.
Now, is the guard still here with us, or is the guard inside the room?
The guard is still with you.
Okay. I'm just going to stand, not exactly like... I'm just going to stand inconspicuously near the door.
The guard is right up against the door.
I know. But if there's one thing Thicket's good at, it's listening. So I'm going to go ahead. Can I try and, like, listen in on the conversation, like, from where I am?
Yeah, so as you sort of try your best to listen, you don't hear anything. You don't even hear murmurs of voices. It's as if this door is completely blocking all vibrations of sound. Inside the room, Elizabeth...
As the door closes.
Yes. Elizabeth... Oh, yes.
Assume that
Go.
shit's soundproofed.
Of course it is.
Alright, good. So, I can't wait to see what incredible things you have managed to dug up from the abyss. You want a drink, by the way?
Didn't take much digging, and
Yes.
don't worry, I've got plenty to drink.
Are you
here.
sure? I've got a really good City of Ships rum. It's a
Take a
very, very
seat.
good vintage.
Take a
I'm
seat.
gonna stand. I'm sorry.
You're gonna take a seat.
I ain't fucking putting my ass in the chair, honey.
The head of a family is talking to you. You will take a seat, young man.
What, you're gonna kill me for this? Come on. There are worse things.
Take a seat.
Make a will save.
Oh, God.
As her eyes glow.
Oh,
Spooky. Will.
that's a 30.
A 30. Just a moment. Okay. You feel this presence entering your mind. And you definitely feel the command to sit down. You definitely
sit
feel
down?
the command. You don't automatically do it. But you feel extremely compelled.
Does Wyatt manage to resist the command?
Nope.
Oh. Oh, man. Onto the chair.
All right, you sit down in the chair, which is actually quite comfortable for a pretty standard wooden chair.
Oh, thank
got
God.
some good-
If I was going
got
to take
some-
damage on it.
No, it's got some good cushions.
Very
Um,
uncomfortable chair.
It's it doesn't even have like arms or anything, so you don't.
Oh.
There's nothing to like bind you to it. It's just a chair, as far as you can tell. And as you sit, Elizabeth's eyes stop glowing, and she moves around to her own chair on the other side of the
Oh,
desk.
come on. It's going to give me a fucking headache.
Mm-hmm. Should do what you're told.
Yep.
You might be excommunicated, but that doesn't mean you're without my authority.
Thought that was the whole point of being excommunicated.
From your own family.
Shit.
So, let's get to the chase. I know why you're here.
Why am I here?
Well, little birdie brought this to me.
She pulls a knife from out of her desk.
Fuck.
Very familiar knife. Runes etched across it. It's silver blade. She gingerly holds it in one hand by the end of the blade.
Little birdie came here looking to collect a reward. Yeah. She said that she saw you. She said that she saw you. She said that she killed you. Was here to collect a certain bounty.
You said she killed me? I'm sorry, what?
She said she killed you. A little bit more interrogation showed that she just saw you get carried away by those frost creeps.
Ah.
And when you dropped all your things, she took this as proof. She was rewarded well for her time and for her information. Elfrida does not know you're here. And, it'll stay that way for now. However, I will need something in return. And don't worry,
Alright.
your rewards will be continued.
Take it. What's it? What's in it for you? I guess.
I want you to tell me everything you know about this soul of frost.
Why do you want to know about it? Doesn't really matter, I assume, in the grand scheme of things.
Correct. So, why don't you get explaining?
You want to know a bit more about a rock? 'Cause that's all I know about it.
I want to know everything you know about the rock.
Shithead, the family's got you by the balls, and not much you can do, is there?
Correct.
Alright. Out of character.
Yeah.
What the fuck do I do now? What can I consolidate right now?
Well, you know that you found the Soul of Frost in Yogwald.
Yeah. Yogwald, yes.
There was that ritual that you interrupted that was turning people
Okay.
into frost zombies. You know that it is bound to Cranberry.
Mhm.
Not Thicket, Cranberry.
Cranberry, yeah.
And you know that Thicket has recently been able to sort of unleash some power from it.
Mm-hmm. Remind me, I have in my notes something about Soul Frost Wind interaction, and I forgot to fill that out. Oh shit!
I don't think it was an interaction with Wen. I think because I believe Wen had an interaction with Cranberry.
Yeah, the
Not-
icon.
yeah,
of Frost.
okay,
The icon
okay.
of Wen had an interaction with Cranberry.
Yeah, okay, so it wasn't the Soul Frost, it was just the...
Correct.
Alright. Well, take better notes, damn it!
I think that's basically everything you would know. Yeah. I think the only other thing that I can think of is that when you went to visit Dr. Bronkin in Wilco, and he went to take a look at the Soul of Frost in Cranberry, Cranberry sort of used his tools to release some pressure. And that's how, at least that's, in your medical opinion, what it looked like.
Okay.
And that's sort of how Thicket ended up unleashing some of the soul's power.
Look, Wyatt leans in to the chair. I assume the desk is halfling size, so he can put his elbows on the desk. Leans in, and he drops the half-drunken, loose-faced facade, and looks her straight in the eyes and says, "I'm gonna have to make a deal before I tell you. Those guys out there, they're not fucking involved in this, alright?"
Never doubted that for a second.
Alright. If I have your word, I have your word.
They have no involvement in your dealings with your family or Elfrida until they get themselves involved.
Right. And for loyalties that run deep into your veins, into the great seas beneath the city of ships, and the oaths taken by refugees, Wyatt, Hyena Barrel tells her everything.
All right. You tell her everything. She sits there stone-faced, as over the course of around 15-20 minutes, you just divulge everything you know about the Soul of Frost. And at the end of it all, she sits back in her chair, still holding the dagger. I see. Alright. I appreciate your information. And she puts the dagger back in her desk and pulls out from under the desk a brown clay bottle with golden wax sealing the cork. On the bottle, in a gilded label, is written Copper Kettle Special Reserve. Make a society check.
Society. Alright, let's do this. Come on, Wyatt. Could be better. 17.
17. The Copper Kettles, as you would know, are one of the families, one of the halfling families, and they focus primarily on alchemy and medicine, alchemical medicine. And one of their other businesses is somewhat connected, of course, to alchemy, which is alcohol. And their primary distillery will occasionally put out bottles of this stuff, Special Reserve, which is a barrel-aged gin that is infused with alchemical reagents from every continent.
Whoa.
It is incredibly good stuff.
I
You've
assume.
never had it.
I assume it's also incredibly rare, too.
It is. They release maybe... They do maybe one batch a year.
Oh, for the entire planet.
This is rare shit.
We're talking all from Omen, Presage, for token.
This bottle is worth 20 gold.
Oh my gosh. It's like almost a month's salary.
Yeah. And it because of its alchemical reagents, it is able to have alchemical effects. This fine bottle here, this belongs to you for your services.
Does it?
It does.
What services I provided?
You provided information. And, as I am not beholden to the contracts of the City of Ships, I do not need to concern myself with your excommunicate status if I do not wish to. So I wish to, maintain some employment of your services.
Wyatt has a moment where you see he's like, oh, let me roll a dice on this. I want to see how good he resists this. Okay. What Wyatt says looks her straight in the eye and just says, listen, I don't want you to get the wrong idea. What I did right here is not a piece of employment. I didn't sell anybody out. This is because this is for something older than you, than us, than everything, okay? This is for the sake of the families, alright? That's why I told you all this. Not because I want to be I want to be one of your lackeys or guard dogs, one of your enforcers.
I never said I wanted any of that of you.
Of course.
Why don't you hear me out? Why don't you,
She takes a glass, pours a bit of the special reserve in.
why don't you take a sip on this while you listen to me?
Wyatt doesn't take a sip, but he does listen.
She takes a sip first.
Oh. Well, he still doesn't sip. It's a point of pride now.
Stubborn. I like that. So, here's the deal. All I want you to do is keep me and my agents in the field up to date on everything you learn about the Solar Frost. That's all I want. And in exchange for every piece of information that you give us, I will give you a bottle of this. A whole fresh bottle. From my own private stock, of course. In addition, for every piece of information that you give me, I will give you 50 gold pieces to do with what you will.
Wow. You really think I'm that cheap, huh?
Alright.
Alright. Well.
100.
Oh, come on.
Money's no object.
Look. What's gonna happen in the next 10 minutes is I'm gonna walk out of here and I'll think about it. Alright? I'll think about it. And I'll think about it some more. How's that sound?
I don't think you understand the nature of this deal.
Tell me, what do you want out of the Solar Frost? What do you want out of this? There's always something. There's always a bigger plan, always a larger part of the web before you get carted into my office, before you get a blade stuck in your chest. There's always a bigger plan. So tell me, what is it?
You watch as she allows a smile to curl onto her lips once again.
Don't worry about my plans. My plans are for the good of my people, and for the good of this colony, and all the refugees who live in it.
Oh, he's gonna do a sense motive on that.
She seems to genuinely believe, at least from like what she said, she seems to genuinely believe that what she's doing is the best for her family.
Okay.
And the refugees. That being said, of course, you know this kind of person.
Yeah. Anyway, she was continuing. I apologize for interrupting.
It's fine.
If you don't accept this deal, then it won't end well for you. Remind you
Wyatt-
that I still have this dagger in my desk.
Wyatt waits for that last part of like, or your friends, but the fact she didn't say or your friends is very telling to Wyatt, at least.
Now, I said that you were the only one involved in this, and that's true. However, that's only my perspective. I don't know the perspective Elfrida will take. Or her lackeys.
She's fucking
quite
here, by
angry.
the way. Is that
She's-
bitch here?
Not currently. At
Oh,
least not
good.
that I'm aware of, and I'm aware of everything.
Good.
However, her people
So she
definitely
found
are.
out. Well, I will say, if she found out you were hiding me away, that'd be pretty bad.
Even she doesn't have the power needed to get to me.
I don't know. She's a pretty crafty woman, you know.
And I'm the head of a family.
Yeah, I
No one gets in without my will.
Oh. You know, I heard something very similar spoken to me before. What happened to him?
That was a man who trusted you.
That's true.
That
That
was
is
his
very true.
first and last mistake.
Mm.
So, I would highly recommend that you accept the deal. Or, this will end up making its way to Alfreda. It's a simple decision, really.
I'll consider it.
No consideration.
No, I am considering
You
it. Wyatt
agree
tries to
he-
get up from the chair and starts walking out.
You will stay in that seat and you will make your decision now, young man. Make a will save.
Oh, okay. Come on, dice. Oh, that's not good. 18.
Ooh, 18.
Oh,
That is a critical fail.
that's a crit. Oh my god. Woo!
You sure you don't want to hero point that?
I don't think I can hero point that.
You can't even bring yourself to lift out of the chair. And you feel compelled to make a decision right here, right now.
Oh god. Wait, hold on. Wait, oh gosh. My improv. My improv skills are falling apart. It's too tense. Wyatt just seizes a bit as like he really tries to fight this. You know that's not good for people, right? This is really gonna fuck up their sleep schedules.
And, sir,
I'm only agreeing to this because of the fucking awful things you're gonna do. But I guarantee you, everyone who does this flies too close to the fucking sun, alright? That's what always happens.
She gets out of her chair and walks over to you. She brushes the back of her hand. You can, against your cheek, you can feel her family signet ring, just cold iron pressing into your skin.
oh, young hyena barrel. It's not the terrible things I will do. Our deal is complete. Every piece of information, you get a bottle, and you get 100 gold.
150?
You're pushing it.
Not a no.
You'll get a... Right now, you will walk out of this room with a bottle and 50 gold.
100. We'll stick with 100.
50 from this room right now, 100 for every other piece of information afterwards. And this is not information, and this is not something that leaves this room,
GM.
though your friends will suspect. Yes.
Game Master, can I roll Underworld Lore just really quickly on just seeing if she can make good on this threat?
Sure.
Alright. Oh, come on, 18.
18. She's the head of a family.
Yeah.
You would
Fuck.
basically know that as the governor, quote unquote, she quite literally owns this place. She owns Sulter as a whole.
Every
Like,
cobblestone on the
contractually.
street, every bite of food on a fork.
Literally everything. Yeah. She can basically do whatever she wants whenever she wants.
Yup.
And it's basically only by her will that not only are you alive, but that you were allowed here in the first place.
Yes. I'll have to communicate that to the rest of the party somehow. Anyways.
So, in terms of our deal, stay quiet. I'm sure your friends will suspect. They always do.
Yep. Not the most trusting bunch they are.
Smart. I like them. With the exception of that Dracison, I don't know their deal. Strange folk they are.
Look, just leave them the fuck alone, alright? They're pretty good.
I will leave your people alone. until provoked otherwise.
She
Can I get?
holds out her hand with the signet ring. Up close to your face.
Bind the deal.
What's the tradition? Cam, what do I do here?
Kiss the ring.
Oh, fuck. It's really symbolic. Very hesitantly, Wyatt goes in.
It's cold.
Very cold.
Very cold. Emotionally and physically.
Yes, of course.
And as you retract,
Good man. You're free to go.
Wyatt just stands up, starts walking towards the door.
One moment. You forgot these.
she hands you the bottle and a sack of 50 gold pieces. So let me go ahead and drag this bottle into your inventory. And you can see exactly what it does.
Oh my god, what is it?
Just a note that there's 10 uses per bottle.
Hold on, let me see. This is consumables. Let me see. Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, what the heck is this? Dude.
Oh, I'm so curious.
Oh.
Care to share with the class?
Dude, I can't tell you. I literally can't.
Just meta it. Just meta it.
I'm not. No, Cam. I'm not gonna. Do you want me to meta it?
You can share it if you want to. That's entirely up to
Later.
you.
Later. We'll do it later when it actually comes into play and I use it. It's gonna be an extra special reveal.
Ah, the Chekhov's gun.
Yeah. The Chekhov's gun. Wyatt just takes the two, tosses it. Do I take 50 gold pieces as well?
Yes, you get the 50 gold pieces.
Okay, I'll add the 50 gold pieces.
Yes, please.
Wyatt is about to walk out, and he stands at the precipice of the door, hand almost to the knob. He takes a moment, thinks a bit, reflects on the past couple years of his life, remembers the streets of the city of ships, remembers the operating tables, the blood, the stabbings, the shootings occasionally, and arcane burns, because everyone uses fucking fire these days. And remembers that one person sitting on the operation table. One piece of advice, Lizzie, if I can give you. It's...
She waves her hand in a go-ahead motion.
Loyalty isn't earned through fear. You gotta respect first.
Well, then it's a good thing.
And he just walks over. He doesn't even reply. Just walks through the door.
Knocking over the guard who's standing in front of him.
Yeah,
actually, you all
up into them.
Actually, you all hear as the door opens. Wyatt says that, and as Wyatt is leaving, you also hear Elizabeth. You don't hear Elizabeth say what she said to Wyatt. Her mouth.
What did she say?
Move.
She
told you that it's a good thing she's not looking for your loyalty then.
Okay.
Now, here's a question, Wyatt.
Yes.
Would this bottle be on your belt or in your bag?
I think in me bag. It's too much shame to have out right now.
All right, that is in your bag then.
All right.
All right then. Time to go. The guard
Sure thing, mate.
begins leading you outside. And you are indeed let
I really
outside.
thought that she'd have some weird mission for us or something.
Does Bastion say that to the group in general? I was curious. Oh, okay.
Just say that out loud.
Yeah, it was a bit, odd, wasn't it? She just sort of... I gave her exactly what she wanted, didn't she? With the
Not
solar
much.
You
frost.
really did. You really did. You really did.
Probably could have
Why do
leveraged
you
a bit
sound
out of that.
sarcastic?
I'm just saying, information's a currency.
I suppose I was just hoping she, might be able to help us out. Sorta.
I'm gonna wait to say. Actually, I'm gonna wait to say this until we're out of the building.
You're out of the building.
Okay, we're
Okay.
out. Oh,
Um,
it's so fucking
I
cold.
don't think I trust anyone who's that thankful that their children were murdered.
Fair enough.
You know what, Bastion? That is a very solid piece of personal wisdom you've just given.
So what'd you guys talk about?
Nothing in particular. Just
Hyena
reminiscing.
barrel.
Just
What did you
reminiscing.
talk about?
Reminiscing.
About
Reminiscing.
We're a long
with
ways
a woman
from home.
you've never met.
What,
Of
hyenas?
course. No, of course. We're very similar, you know.
Can I sense motive on him?
Sure. So,
What do I need?
hold on. I'm looking at the things.
Man, Elizabeth chose the wrong person to tell secrets to.
So what does hold on, I'm gonna text you what she got.
Alright.
Um,
Damn it to me. At everyone. Got a 29. No, I'm kidding. Oh my. For meta moment, I will speak meta. Very meta right now. This. Man, there's some bad people out there who tell secrets to people who can't keep secrets because it's
Oh,
all
no.
written down on their faces. All right, I want to be open and say my deception modifier is +2. It is what you have gotten is a critical success. All right,
far and away.
far and away, and what you get with a critical success, and I think with a critical success, I would say as a cleric and as a person who is well versed within the cult. Not how to describe it. I'm basically DMing right now. I apologize, but to Bastion Parker, throughout your life, you've gotten a pulse on the nature of people. You've walked this world, had many adventures, spoken to many people, and you've learned how to read essentially the movements, the secrets, the truths, the lies. People hide things for a reason. Wyatt is most definitely hiding something. And he's hiding it for a very, very good reason.
Okay. I won't say anything. Shall we head over to that research library?
Where is it?
It is
You know, that's a question
right
we
here.
didn't ask.
Yeah,
She
shit.
did in fact tell you that it is right
Okay.
behind the temple.
Oh! How
Great.
fucking
Let's go
convenient.
there.
Hey, let's go.
All right.
What could go wrong?
As we're walking, I'm gonna wait until there's a little bit of distance, walk up behind Wyatt, grab him by the shoulder, and just whisper. Better be a damn good reason. And you better share the wealth with the rest of the party. And let him go.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Wyatt doesn't say anything else as they walk.
All right.
But there's a knowing look.
And at that, you continue back through the bustling streets of Nilbud. It's only around I'd say 10 o'clock by the time you get there to this place, the Weaver's Emporium. At least that's what you believe you've arrived at, judging by the sign with, that name above it. It's a decently sized building, around 2 stories tall, maybe 2.5 if there's an attic. Standard stone like the rest of these buildings. And the sign for the business itself is a plaque swinging in the wind, which has, the Weaver's Emporium written on it, and behind it is spiderweb. Gilded spiderweb. And so, you open the door, I'm assuming?
Yes.
All right. So, as you open the door, you all are hit with this wave of warmth. And you are also absolutely stunned by the fresh smell of books. As you enter into this building, the entire place, floor to ceiling, books. And you can see there's a number of people, just ordinary people, going around, sitting at tables, reading. And there's also a number of robed individuals wearing very colorful robes going around, helping people find books and also reading books themselves. And as
Is
you...
it this loud in the library?
No.
Oh, everyone shut the fuck up! We're in a library here!
So, as you enter in and the door closes behind you, you hear a voice up above. Welcome to the Weaver's Emporium. You look up, and climbing on the bookshelves above the door, you see a very large, very colorful spider.
Oh.
With lots of sort of gem tones in its fur and in its carapace. And it scuttles down, and as it does, it shifts in form as the fur becomes dreadlocked hair and a very large handlebar mustache. It grows, the carapace turns to pale skin, elven-like ears, and the fur also portions of it change into the shape of robes, as you are then greeted by this almost elven-like man with pitch black eyes. What can I do for you? You are here for information? For reading?
Information.
Information, I see. All right then. I can probably help you with that. My name is Mokav. I am the owner of this establishment.
Bastion, pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you as well. Wyatt, make a society check.
Society check, yes sir. Oh, this is gonna be tough. Ooh, not rolling well tonight. 14.
14, okay. It doesn't take much to recognize a city of ships Arachne. These are the spider people who were brought basically as entertainment slaves to the city of ships before the halflings took over.
I forgot that's how the spider people exist.
Just this variety. There are, the naturally, the ones who are naturally where they're from.
I just forgot that was like the canon reason that they exist in the city of ships.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Petra Palmer.
And now, of course, none of that is true anymore, Wyatt. You would know that when the halflings got there, they saw this and were like, what the actual fuck? We might be criminals, but, like, that's just wrong.
We ran away from this, right?
And, like, instantly just abolished all of that.
Yeah.
Like, the second they took over and wrote the new deed. So
See,
yeah.
bad people do good things.
So Mokov leads you over to sort of a main desk area. All right. So, what is it that you are looking for? Are you looking to do the research yourself, or are you looking to hire someone to research for you?
I imagine we can do our own research. I think we have two topics, right, lads? Well, maybe 3.
Maybe free.
More or less.
All right. All right. What can I research for you, or help you research rather?
We're looking for information on the Cuddy Wren, information on the Soul of Frost, and I look at Morgrim.
Lord of Blue Flame?
Lord of Blue Flame. Okay, interesting. All right. And you watch as he opens up a very large book, takes a feather quill, sort of scribbles something in it. You see this glowing blue ink flow onto the pages, which seems to form into words in a language that you don't understand. All right, then. So... interesting. None of these will be found in our standard wing. The Lord of Blue Flame. That, I would say that would be... I would say that would be in our specialized wing. The Soul of Frost. We might have something about that on the deep wing. And, sorry, what was the third thing? I forgot. What was the third thing?
The Cuddy Wren.
The Katirin, right. That would also be the specialized wing. Okay, so you'll need 2 passes to the specialized wing and 1 to the deep wing.
Seeing this, directory and the fact that he can just put in the information about anything, Bastion Parker is almost ready to just marry this man for his library. And that's saying a lot for Bastion Parker.
All right. So, yes, if you wish to go around, the specialized wing will be 4 silver per person per ticket, and 4 gold for the deep wing per ticket.
Remind me what's in the deep wing?
The deep wing, the deep wing was the Soul of Frost. So just to make sure we're on the same page, the 3 wings of this place have different varieties of information. The deep wing is our rarest of knowledge.
Okay. How do we want to divide up our research, lads? Because I don't necessarily know if 4 gold a person to get all of us in the deep wing is the best investment of our time and money.
Well, I'm gonna say right now, don't do Imillon libraries. So that's 1 ticket you don't have to buy.
That's
Oh, don't you
very
worry.
true.
My friend, we have translators.
No, it's more about the principle of the place. I just don't like being in them.
Say, Thicket, do your people have an oral tradition?
More or less.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Well, then you are welcome to wait out here if you wish. So what is our decision?
So, obviously, we're going to send Morgrim to look after the information about the Lord of the Blue Flame. That's pretty basic thing. So that leaves Thub, who I'm not sure that I trust to research a ham sandwich.
True.
With full knowledge and accounting of the fact that they are a chef.
Thub pulls out a pair of reading glasses, of extremely small reading glasses from his back pocket, and just puts them on his snout and says, "Where should I start?"
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Sorry, I didn't
Okay,
expect
I
the,
don't
the,
care.
the,
I
the
don't
him
care
to have...
which one the two of you go see. The two of you are going together.
What? Me and Red.
Yeah, you're taking Red.
Alright.
Do you want
The,
the Soul
the
of Frost
glares
or do
at
you want the
Wyatt
Cuddy
for
Red?
calling him red again.
What color are you? Don't look at me like that. What color are you?
Thug does not respond.
Alright, I'll call you Red as long as you look red to me.
It's not.
I have told you 1,000 times!
Well, maybe
I
you
am
tell me
wrong.
1,000 more. Alright?
Not the
Maybe
point.
you tell me 1,000
Chaps.
more.
Shh, 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 shh. Quiet. People are trying to focus.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, lads.
Hi.
Do the two of you want to research the Cuddy Wren or the Soul of Frost?
Checkmate. I'll do the Cuddy Run. Seems simple enough.
Okay, two of them are gonna go see the Cuddy Wren. I will go. I guess by myself to research the Soul of Frost. I don't like that, but there's no one else to bring.
All right.
I forget, is the Cuddy
Bring
Ren in the
Hedrick.
Deep Archives?
The
Or is
Cuddy
that-
Ren was in specialized.
Okay,
Yeah,
and we
so
don't need a ticket for
Specialized
that?
Has
You do need
no,
a ticket
you
for
need
that.
a 4 silver ticket to get into the Specialized Wing, which is where the Lord of the Blue Flame and the Cuddy Wren are. We need a 4 gold ticket to go into the Deep Wing, which is there where the information about the Soul of Frost is.
Gotcha. I'll go with Cuddy Ren. Maybe I can provide some cultural knowledge
Yeah.
or hunting tips.
And plus, I can be your translator.
Okay, so I'm going by myself to research the Soul of Frost.
You can take Hedrick.
I don't have 4 gold to pay for Hedrick.
I can pay for Hedrick if you
I
want to
got
take
I got gold to pay for this entire trip. I'll do it. How much is the total?
Oh, where'd you get that from?
How'd you get so rich?
So if you're bringing Hetrick, then that'll be let's see, 8 gold, 12 silver total.
8 gold, 12 silver. Okay. I will pay up to 8 gold, 12 silver.
No, 16 silver. Sorry,
16 silver.
No,
Okay.
no, sorry, I'm an idiot. 12 silver.
12
Oh my
silver.
god.
Okay.
He's going back and forth. He's going back and forth.
It's still very early for me. Okay.
I tipped the guy 4 silver. No, I'm kidding.
All right, excellent.
All right, I paid off.
And Mokov gives you each a wristband. Bastion and Hetrick get gold wristbands, while the rest of you get silver.
Ooh.
And then once the other chaps have gone to enter the Specialized Wing, I'm going to ask the proprietor if he has anything on the goddess Imaz.
Imas? Yes, I would say we have some simple things in just about every wing. We should have something.
I'll take a look. Thank you.
Of course.
Alright, I'm gonna go into the Deep Wing and start with my search for the Soul of Frost.
All right. All right then. So, let's see here. Bastion. I am going to ask you which skill you'd like to use.
Do I know which skill Essence Stones are?
Essence stones are just pure magic, so they're not particularly associated with any skill specifically.
Do I know what skill Cranberry uses with the Soul of Frost?
Cranberry is an elemental, so that would be I guess nature, but that's Cranberry, not the soul.
My gut instinct is nature because it's like connected to the continent and nature. Well, not nature. You know what I mean. So I guess I'm gonna look under nature.
All right. So All right, go ahead and roll nature.
That's a 10.
10. Yeah, let me see what Hetrick gets. Okay. So, between you and Hetrick, you're not able to find any mentions of the Soul of Frost itself. You are able to find a number of books that talk about essence stones as a whole, and even a few that talk about, like, specific essence stones. Like, there are multiple books you find that are entirely dedicated to the heart of Orlok, for example, from Passage. But
Can you tell
yeah.
me a little bit more about the heart of Orlok? Like, what's...
The heart of Orlok is technically mythical. It's not been proven to exist. However, it is believed.
The Soul of Frost is also
Yes.
theoretically mythical.
Yes. But the heart of Orlok is sort of a more widespread myth. And it is basically, it is told that when Count Orlok ascended to become the deity Orlok, that ascension left behind this stone of concentrated magic as a result of the ritual. And it is believed that if the stone did exist, it was lost with his cult.
Okay.
And you're able to find plenty about that, and there's a couple other mentions of other similar mythical stones that are widespread knowledge-wise. However, you don't really find anything on the Soul of Frost. And you don't really find anything on any specific essence stones related to Sulter.
Is there anything about Nuntan history or mythology?
Make a society check.
Okay, that one went a little bit better. That is a 26.
Okay. So, you and Hetrick keep looking around, and you find a lot about Nuntan history and society. You think you basically have managed to find every bit of knowledge that is currently known about these people.
Is there anything about Kroshel in that?
Kroshel is actually mentioned. It is in the book. It mentions that from accounts of the natives, the Nuntan, and from the Sabertooth tribes, it has basically been determined, because of course all of these books are written by colonists, or people completely outside of Sulter as a whole. It is basically believed that Kroshel was a village that existed where Yogwal, well, the book says where Yogwal currently stands. You now know that Yogwal does not stand, so this book is a little dated. And according to accounts from the natives, one day it just poof, just turned to rubble. Nobody knows exactly what happened, but when the traders went to visit, they just found rubble and bodies.
So they found bodies.
Yes. And the Nuntan at the very least believe that there's some sort of a spiritual curse on the area. The Sabertooth swear that they were not involved. And blame it on the Nuntan themselves.
What? And there's nothing in their mythology about the ice having a spirit or
So-
anything like that?
You do find some information about the RNA tribe specifically, the tribe that Dawncaller is part of, that lives. They live in the glacier itself, in the heart of ice, and they believe that the glacier itself is spiritual in nature, and they believe that the glacier either is or at least at one point was alive. Hence the name the Heart.
And there's no, like, myth or anything about someone stealing that power or anything like that?
Nope.
Fuck.
It seems that really the extent of the knowledge that has been able to be collected on this subject is basically that the Nantan believe the Heart of Ice itself is spiritual and may have once been alive or is currently alive.
Is there anything, not necessarily in the Nantan section, but anything about that ritual that we witnessed? Frost zombies, anything like that?
Make an occultism check.
That is a 29.
29. There are similar rituals to raise the dead, and there are spells and whatnot that you can cast to transform people. But from what you saw, basically turning a person into a soulless husk, that was still able to function under some sort of command, that's not really anything that you're finding too much about, at least not to anything like what you witnessed. Like, there definitely are rituals for, like, taking someone's soul and controlling their body, but those are, like, separate rituals.
And when we witnessed it, just remind me, it didn't look like there was some, like, it looked like the zombies themselves were orchestrating it, even though they were mindless and soulless.
Yes.
So it was like they were implementing the will of something else.
It specifically, it looked like the priest was in charge of the ritual. The rest of them all appeared mindless. The priest herself was able to cast spells and all that, and was able to speak. So you don't think the priest was mindless.
And the priest was from the temple of
From Fulgrim.
Fulgrim. Does Fulgrim have anything to do with ice?
Nope.
Somewhere far across the stars, he sneezes. How dare you? How dare you?
Okay. I'm sure Cam is thinking, oh, it's just this obvious thing that you just have to ask about, but I have no idea what it is. So instead I'm gonna look up information about my deity. Thank you.
Hey,
All right.
Cam, real quick.
Yeah.
I know almost where you are. If you don't tell the truth right now, I'm going to come to your place and bring it out of you. Okay?
Don't.
What is
the?
the? No, I'm kidding. Joking.
So,
Oh, yo, all right. Yeah,
So,
we're gonna play
as-
some Pathfinder. Oh yeah.
Lord
Bastion.
checks. As Bastion.
Baskin?
Baskin.
As
I'm
Bastion.
Baskin Robbins, bitches!
Yeah.
As Bastion.
That's the greatest chain from Sulter.
As Bastion looks into Imaz, Morgrim,
Yes.
what would you like to use to try to look for, assuming you are actually trying to look for information on the Lord of Blue Flame?
Yeah. I'm guessing nature, because elements, elementals.
Makes sense. Go ahead and roll.
Connected to my abilities, we're just gonna go with that. Not great. 17.
17. You're not able to find anything on the Lord of Blue Flame specifically as like a named person. What you are able to find is a lot of sort of stuff that you kind of knew at least baseline about how, you know, the elementals have a very strict hierarchy, and fire elementals specifically, like visually, you can identify where they are in the hierarchy by the color of their
By the
flame.
color. Yes.
And there are, according to the books that you're reading, there are several elemental lords of each element. And so there should be several lords of blue flame, lords with blue flames. So you don't really find anything designated a specific the Lord of Blue Flame. But yeah, theoretically, there should be countless blue fire elementals in charge.
Gets mad and starts drinking again.
Okay. All right. So, the rest of you, while you're searching for the Cuddy Wren,
Deep green, Cuddy Wren, big giant bird monster. There we go. Origin of all plants. It's a plant invasion here in Imillon.
so
Yeah, the plants that are running rampant over Sulter.
Yeah, I know. Incredible.
if you guys would like to roll nature, assuming you're looking for information on the creature itself.
Yes, the creature itself.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh,
hey.
that's what we do. That's what we do.
Okay.
All right.
The blind
30
guy
for me.
finds a book.
Felber, you gonna roll?
What?
Thicket just spiritually connects with a book,
Yeah.
pulls it down. hands
Wyatt
it
gets
to
a
Wyatt,
30.
and it's like the history and how to murder the Cuddy Wren.
Wyatt gets a 30. Thicket gets a 29 for a natural 20. We're the best. All right.
And is Thub rolling?
Yes, that is.
Don't you dare roll a natural one. If you roll a natural one,
What check do you want me to roll again?
Nature.
roll a thievery check so you can steal a few books. No, I'm
A
kidding.
thievery check?
No,
Roll
I'm
nature.
joking.
Roll nature, fantastic. That is a 24. I can do math, I promise.
Oh.
Okay. So
I just want to say, this is a dream team right here. Us three, fucking reading the books. This is where we're meant to be.
Scooby
So-
doing this shit.
I know.
Thicket.
We love literacy.
So Thicket, when you bought your ticket, you were given by Makov a ring that you can use to. If you press the ring to the page, it will read for you. So that's how you're able to actually read. But from your research, there definitely is not a whole ton of information about these creatures because it seems they're quite rare. But from what you are able to find, they are, creatures of the deep green, deeply connected to that primal force. They primarily fight with their massive beaks and talons. And they are they're not amazing flyers. They're not fast flyers.
Oh.
So they mostly will stay on the ground.
Mhm.
And use flight as like a short transit method. That being said, they are able to rapidly charge. They're able to sprint very well to charge at things, and they will tear into things with their beaks. Which are, again, according to this, very large and very, very sharp.
So they like to charge, and they have big beaks.
Yes.
Are they vulnerable to perhaps?
I'm getting there. They also are. They're cold weather creatures, so they are not affected by the cold at all. And you would be able to learn from this research that their bones and feathers are quite. Basically, they function like armor. So they the feathers themselves basically act as chainmail, which greatly reduces the damage from slashing weapons, and the skin is very thick, so it's able to resist any piercing attacks that get through. Really, the theorized weakness, as nobody's really tested this, it seems that the researchers weren't in the business of beating the shit out of giant mystical birds.
What assholes.
In theory, as it is a bird, its bones should be hollow. So, in theory, the bones themselves should be on the weaker side.
So we don't need to pierce the skin. We just need to break its bones. Sounds like it's weak to, God, for some reason it reminds me of pudding in some way.
Well, like bludgeon, like
what the
are
fuck?
you? I wanna ask. I just wanna ask.
That's a black pudding joke.
While
Oh
we're
my
having,
God.
I imagine we're
I get it now. Continue, Wyatt.
across the aisles and in the bookshelves. I imagine the three of us, this misshapen adventuring research party. Wyatt kind of has this thought and says, "Are you implying that we have to basically beat the living shit out of what could be a living god from the deep grave?"
Yeah, we
As
we
in,
gotta-
like, we
gotta-
break yeah,
yeah, break its bones.
really? Okay. So we just pin it
All
down,
7 of
charges
them?
us.
What?
What?
Do you
Oh,
think birds only have 7 bones?
Don't they?
No, they don't. They have more. How many bones
many-
do you have?
I mean, I haven't counted yet, but I have at least 3.
Wyatt, quick medicine
That
check.
was an answer, though.
Wyatt, check. Wyatt, check. What is How many bones does the Dracusin have? Average Dracusin. With a 19.
1 second.
Wait, Cam.
So Dracusin have approximately 230 bones.
You do understand. You have 230 bones, several of which are reinforced calcium, double-winded, right?
I don't understand. I thought living beings could only have a maximum of 10 bones.
Look at your fingers right now.
Okay,
What
I'm
the
looking at my
Alright.
fingers.
Alright, you count, right? That's 1. He points to one finger. That's 1
Yes.
bone. That's 2 bones. That's 3 bones. That's 4 bones. That's 5 bones. Alright, next hand. That's 1 bone. That's 2 bones. How much does that equal?
7.
Exactly. Perfect.
All you've
Yes,
done
exactly.
is
I
prove he
only
has
have 7
exactly
bones.
7 bones.
I
Yep.
have 7 bones. Exactly. This is what I was saying. I don't understand what we're talking about. What we're sitting here talking about.
What the fuck, man?
I love that Thub is statistically one of the more intelligent. Actually, I think he might be. Yeah, they might be the most intelligent. Okay, yeah. Statistically, Thub is the most intelligent party member.
You sure?
I love that for us.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
real good news for us.
Listen, I'm trained in nature, but I'm not trained in
Thub has a
medicine.
plus. Thub has a +2 to intelligence.
Oh
I have a
no! We're guys. we are screwed. The Soul of Frost
We're
has
cooked.
chosen the wrong one. All right, Fate has
You
dealt.
are
Fate
all
has dealt.
so
I have a
foolish.
minus
Soul
one.
chose
Fun
it.
Me
fact.
too.
I want to say Fate has dealt a 2 and a 7 in this poker game, and we're not folding. All right, we're going all in. All right, we're pushing the cart.
We actually start doing interviews on the street. Hello, what is your cumulative intelligence and combat ability?
God.
Because we're gonna give you this elemental man. He's a little homicidal, but it'll be okay.
Can you imagine? Wait, can you imagine like an adventuring party on the street? Their call to adventures literally them like, "Hi, we're looking for an adventuring party to help us kill a cuddy wren. Oh, and by the way, that guy has the Soul of Frost."
They're gonna be like, "What's the Soul of Frost?"
Yeah.
Be like, what is a cutty
Am I-
wren?
am
What
I
is the
supposed to know
soul of
what that is?
frost? Who are you people? This is a scam.
What
Yeah.
are you doing in my house?
Yeah.
Please put the gun down.
You know, all the things that I hear frequently.
It's true.
Yeah.
I've said them to him.
Hey, I think I know you from high school.
Anyways, so yeah, that's what you find out about the Cuddy Wren. Morgrim, during your frustration drinking, would you wish to research anything else?
Probably not right now. She would have to come back later. She's not in a
Okay.
good place.
Okay. All right then.
She should, but she's very unhappy right now.
This is fair. Mokav is going to approach you. You seem to be in a less than pleasant mood, my friend. What, is there anything I can do to help?
Your books only have information I already know. They didn't help me.
Well, let's see. You are looking for the Lord of Blue Flame, yes?
Yes.
Well, I definitely... He quickly skims through the book that you have in front of you. Yes, I believe we do not have anything on a specific Lord of Blue Flame. Are you sure you're not talking about the disambiguation of all of them?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, if you would like, I can keep looking into this a little bit more. And see what I can find, yes?
How much does that cost?
5 silver an hour. But you've already bought a wristband, so I can help you for the rest of the day.
Okay. Thank you.
Alright.
She could cry. She probably would be kind of crying
Aw.
right now.
Yeah, there's like little trickles of magma running down your cheek. Which just strip away layers of ash from your face, which then almost immediately reaccumulates. Alright, so, yeah, Mokav keeps researching. At one point, he tells you to stay put and he'll be right back. He goes into the deep wing, and comes back with a few other books, looks through them, and at the end of it all, he says there's still nothing about specific Lords of Blue Flame.
Mm-hmm.
So if one exists, it hasn't been written about yet.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Alright. Is there anything else that anyone would like to research?
Researching the goddess, but
Oh,
other than
yes.
that,
What are you looking for information-wise about your deity? Because you already know most things.
I mean, yes, but I think that she knows what her grandfather told her. She doesn't know much about any kind of more long-standing traditions, what worship would have looked like elsewhere, where it comes from, any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of what you find is basically proving what your grandfather said correctly. It is,
Good to know
yeah,
he didn't
it's
betray me.
it's very much, all of Imaz's things are story based, relating to recording and making things up, and just that sort of that interaction between art and artist. And there are records of various temples around the world, which basically will run book clubs as their primary sermon. Their primary form
Love
of
that.
worship is to basically have book clubs. Both for things that they find and decide to read, and also for things they have written. They also have like poetry slams and various readings. They put on stage plays. All right. So unless anyone
Yo.
else,
Find the others.
all right. So you find the others. You've probably been in here for at least 6 hours at this point.
That sounds right.
So, now that you've all found what you needed, well, most of you found what you needed. What's your next step? What's your next destination?
What time is it?
What time is it?
It's around 4:45.
Dinner?
I think dinner. How long do we have in the city again? Did we say a week?
Let's see. I think you got 2 weeks. You got a week and a half.
Okay. So we have some time. At dinner, Bastion is going to sit across from Morgrim.
Mm-hmm.
Morgrim doesn't eat. She's only drinking.
Bastion is going to take the bottle that she's drinking from and pour herself a drink.
She starts to get mad, and then she sees you pour yourself a drink, and then she's fine.
Hand the bottle back. You know, I know a thing or two about nearly dying and waking up different.
You want to tell me about it?
What's there to tell? You've lived it. It'll never be the same. But it doesn't mean that it can't be good sometimes.
Bastion, in your head, you hear your heart say, "For some of us."
Well, my heart can fuck off, thank you. People say follow your heart. Don't follow your heart. Your heart
Yeah,
seems to be
don't-
the heart of a
look,
fucking
look.
fascist.
Look,
It doesn't
don't.
know shit.
Hey, don't follow your heart. Follow your liver. All right, that's where the good decisions
I don't
come
know where
from.
my
Hey,
liver
yo,
came from,
me.
and that's not something we need to start exploring.
Your liver says yum yum good.
See, simple things in life.
That's canon. Your liver actually does say yum yum good.
Oh,
Great. I'm glad that I'm pleasing someone. It will get better.
Until it gets worse again. He's
mean-
coming back.
And we'll kick his ass.
Yeah, because we did a real good job of that this time, huh?
Hey. By the time we see him again, we'll have killed a cutty wren.
Or at least I'll be dead.
Hey,
Thanks to
will
look
you
forward to.
please give that liquor a friend? And I
Yes,
push
give me
across a
another
plate of
one!
dinner. No, I literally take a roll and stick it in her mouth. Eat, for the love of God.
Takes it out and drinks some more.
Morgan, I will take your liquor.
Morgrim, as you take the roll out, the part that was in your mouth has just turned to ash.
Yep, that's about right. You want to eat that? Don't think so.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to eat anything that a party member has slobbered on. To prove my point, I'm gonna take another roll. I'm gonna say Thicket's sitting next to me. I'm gonna stick a roll in Thicket's mouth. Take it out. I'm not about to eat this either, am I?
Oh look, it's still a roll!
Wait, what'd you do that for?
I give him the roll and set it in his hand.
Thank you. I start eating it.
Oh my god.
It's a pretty good roll.
That's a pretty good roll.
Glad someone can enjoy it, as she drinks some more.
Does Bastion... Can I smell any food near Bastion anymore? Like, can I tell if Bastion has just like anything near them?
Oh yeah,
That's
there's a
edible?
whole
I have literally
spread.
gotten a plate of food for Morgrim and myself, and I'm
Gotcha.
trying to force feed Morgrim.
Bastion's got a whole platter of braised beef in front of her.
What's up there? Is that beef?
Aye.
I'm just gonna gesture towards my mouth. May I?
I'm not gonna spoon feed you, you're not a
No,
babe.
not to spoon feed me. I just want to eat it.
Wait,
Well, then you can have some.
Oh, thank you.
wait, I'm curious.
Generally, polite people ask. They don't just gesture like they're about to have an airplane towards their mouth.
Well, why not?
It's not polite.
Fair enough.
Alright, so to be clear, no one else has any concerns about the fact that Morgrim is not eating.
I think we've got bigger fish to fry in the moment. If I'm being perfectly honest.
What fish would you like to fry in this moment?
Salmon. No, but I think
There's
all
some
of our
halibut and
lives.
trout in our thing.
Yeah.
I caught it
look,
on the boat.
I think we just need to, take this one day at a time and look. As someone who's also been through a lot recently, he's got to try to maintain a positive view wherever you can. All those dreadful feelings of, stuff that might go wrong and, the horrid stuff that could happen to you or your loved ones. Take it from someone who's lost all of my loved ones. Just push it to a little enclosed area of your mind. Just focus on the food right
You
now.
mean the one that's on fire?
Aye!
Oh
Yeah.
my god, okay.
Morgan just gets up, grabs a bottle, and walks out the door.
Oh.
Out the door
Okay.
being into the city of Nilbud, or out the door, like, to the bedroom?
Whatever's closer, I don't think she thought it
Oh.
through. She's just leaving.
Probably the bedroom.
What do I do?
Okay, can I make a medicine check to see if I think that Morgrim still needs to consume physical food?
Sure.
Okay, that's a 23.
Well, you think you've seen her eat before, since she became like this. But honestly, you're not sure. And, considering it just turned to ash in her mouth, you're not entirely sure if she needs to consume anything. But you would imagine she probably does, because she is still a person. You don't think
Is
she's
she-
a full-blown
is she?
elemental?
Is she a person? Or is she just fire?
She's still a person. She's
Hey,
just a fire
I don't
person.
Suppose that Wyatt has like a therapist's degree.
Oh, please no. We already
Hey,
had it.
I'm sorry. I'm
no.
sorry. Wyatt's
It
like
went
at the
super well.
table. So Wyatt's at the table. He looks up and he says, "Define degree."
Nope, never mind. I regret bringing it up.
Right. I mean, I
Speak
can.
to her, actually. Just stop speaking to her.
I will say I can cast fear. That's pretty good.
Fear?
Fear,
Want
yeah.
to make her afraid?
I can make you frightened free. And let me tell you something. It's actually fucking amazing. People, I pull out needle. You know, sometimes again back in my day, kids would come over. They'd be like, "Oh, I don't want to take the needle. It's too big." I cast fear on them. Fear free.
Cam?
Just come screaming. And all of a
What
sudden,
is
the
he
needle isn't too
talking
bad.
about?
Needles ain't too
Ignoring
bad. It
all of
works.
this- Hey,
It
Cam,
works.
is there like an area for like performance or anything like that in here?
There is a stage, yes.
Hey, Bastion's just gonna go busk a little bit, try and make some money,
Okay.
abandoning whatever this
as,
plan is.
as Wyatt just rambles.
Yo,
I'm just saying,
Bastion-
pediatric medicine,
she
very
realized her
easy.
mistake, and she's just gonna ignore the fact that she ever brought it up.
This is a party of people who like each other so much.
By the way, I would
We
like
never
to say,
have a found family
I'd
dynamic.
like to
It's
say-
not a dynamic we're capable of.
I want to say that Wyatt would unironically, if given the chance, die for any member of the party right now. Like, he would unironically do that.
Do it right now.
He would also sell them out for 50 gold and a bottle of liquor.
Hey,
And
it's
a
not
bottle of
50
liquor.
gold.
Yes,
It's
I
a
said
50
a bottle of
gold.
liquor.
No. It's a
I'm
50
sorry, I
gold
missed that.
fee first time and 100 gold after. All right, gotta make that clear. 100 gold after.
for every additional
What
time.
made
Every
Sell them
additional time. Yes, not too bad.
Oh my god. Alright. So Bastion, you go to the stage, which thankfully is far away from Thicket.
Thank God.
And what are you trying to play?
I feel like I've got like a set cycle of like classic songs. I'm not gonna do anything that I've written, just classic songs.
From where?
Crowd pleasers, the kind of thing that makes people like want to clap along and give you money.
From where?
From where?
Yeah.
Things I picked up across Sulter that none of which come from my own culture because people do not like Vafit culture.
Alright. Go ahead and make a performance check.
Okay, that is a 24.
24, okay. As you stand up on the stage, the floating instruments that are just sort of going around this very large restaurant space, they actually float up to the stage with you to give you some backup music, so it's not just you and your what's your instrument again?
The loot.
So it's not just you and your lute. There's like some drums, some woodwind in there, and you give a pretty solid performance overall. Patrons seem pretty pleased with that, and yeah.
Hearing this, Thicket is going to go, "Oh, love me some music." He's gonna walk over.
Bastion sees it happening in slow motion as she's performing, and there's nothing she can do.
Every single instrument goes out of tune at once, and that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
I live for the chaos.
Oh,
Oh my god.
incredible.
Oh
Beautiful.
my god. So, Thicket, how are you feeling?
Pretty good. That was a solid roll with trying to figure out that info, which I believe is going to fully come in clutch later. Either that or we're going to forget all of it. So it's a good thing I wrote it down.
That's more likely, but yeah, there you go.
All right. Remember. We have to punch it.
Bludgeoning damage. I want to
Thank
say
you for getting so close to your microphone. I never would have got the information if you didn't just wrap your mouth around the microphone to tell me.
You're welcome.
All right. Wyatt, how are you feeling?
he feels awful, but he's trying to hide it.
Fair.
He just had to sell out his newfound family. This is terrible. It's awful. Because of his oaths,
Fair.
his old family. Oh God.
All right. Bastion, how are you feeling?
You know, it's not the best she's ever felt. Wyatt is pulling some fuck shit. Morgrim is deeply unwell. Thicket is ruining her performance. Like, Thub is hibernating, apparently. She doesn't
Thub
know how
is
that's
Thub.
gonna... She doesn't know how that's gonna play into the fact that they have to kill this bird. Like, nothing's good. Nothing's good.
And, Morgrim, how are you feeling? As if I needed to ask.
Deeply unwell, as it was said. Sums it up perfectly.
And Thub, how are you feeling?
Well, Thub just realized that his microphone has been muted for the past 20 minutes.
No.
Which is
Oh my god.
which explains why
How?
no one was responding to all the comments that I made, including how Wyatt technically just admitted to committing psychological terrorism. And
So the real question is, was your Zencaster mic on?
well, no, because I had like my microphone muted.
Ah, damn. See, what I was hoping is that, like, the audience would be able to hear your commentary, and then just us ignoring you for almost half an hour.
That's what I assumed you were doing. Honestly, I was like, damn, I'm really like not getting through these guys. But no, my microphone was just
Usually
fucking
they
muted.
laugh at me more. What the fuck is going on with them? They must be
Well,
having a terrible day.
Well, I usually don't expect you guys to laugh. I more expect you guys to have mental breakdowns. That tends to be my forte, is causing mental
This-
breakdowns here.
This
We do
show
that
is
quite
a
regularly.
constant mental breakdown.
That is true.
Anyways,
next
how
week
is
it's
Other
gonna
than
be
that,
even worse.
Thub is feeling extremely intelligente right now. He is also just kind of
Oh,
baffled.
intelligent. Okay, yeah, that's yep, okay.
What did you think he said?
I thought he said into the hentai.
New series, live from Dice Chain.
No!
Coming November 2025.
If we take a hentai arc, I'm quitting.
Me too, honestly. Jesus.
I will.
Lee and Jacob win the title in the divorce, and they start a hentai podcast using our title.
Oh my god.
That's
We
so
become- we
fucking
become-
funny.
We become co-DMs.
For what party?
Our party. We play like you know, like how some people will play chess against themselves. We'll just do that, where like we play both the DMs and also the players.
So, anyways, how are we all feeling as players?
Intriguing.
I'm ready to kill a bird.
Oh, interesting plot twist.
This has got to be one of the most hilarious fucking sessions that we've had in quite a while.
I love that you think it's hilarious and everyone else is like, oh man, the intrigue.
Hey, why don't we just fucking kill this guy?
Everybody else is like, oh god, the horrors. We're all traumatized. And Jacob's like, you know what? This is fun.
This is really
fun.
funny.
What a lovely time we're all
This is-
having together.
That's the thing for me.
We want to give a special shout out to our first member on Buy Me a Coffee, Jane Meyer. Thank you so much for your support, Jane. It really means the world.